And I noticed it looked like you were going to put your gloves down, but then you didn't. And you put them back on. What does that mean?
AJ Styles breaks his silence on the most talked about moment from Royal Rumble 2026. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss this. AJ's revelation about his family might just hint at a shocking return. Let's get into it. Let's set the scene. January 31st, 2026, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Royal Rumble, AJ Styles versus Gunther, in what WWE billed as a career-threatening match. The stipulation? If AJ loses, his WWE career.
Fly forward, and this is getting damn ugly now. And now the sweeper really locked in. AJ with nowhere to go. AJ Styles. How much does AJ have left? The career, the legacy of AJ Styles fades to black.
Is over. And folks, it was brutal. Styles gave everything he had, every ounce of fight, every bit of heart. But in the end, Gunther locked in that sleeper hold, and AJ didn't tap out. He passed out. The match was over. The career was done.
AJ desperately trying to get something started, and this was the end here, the beginning of the end. Going for that phenomenal forearm. Gunther had it scouted. And then straight into this sleeper, and it was...
Or was it? Here's where it gets interesting. AJ regains consciousness. The crowd in Riyadh is chanting his name, and he does what every retiring fighter does. He starts to take off his gloves, the symbolic gesture, the final goodbye. He's ready to lay them in the center of the ring, but then he hesitates. You can see it on his face. He's thinking, processing, and then he makes a decision that sends shockwaves through the wrestling world. He puts those gloves back on and walks out wearing them. Immediately, the speculation began. Was this a hint he'd wrestle elsewhere? Was he keeping the door open? What did it mean? Well, we didn't have to wait long for answers. On Stephanie McMahon's podcast, What's Your Story?, AJ Styles finally addressed the elephant in the room. And here's what he said, and I quote, I don't know. Never say never, right? That's the saying. I think everybody's allowed at least once coming out of retirement. I'm not saying that I'll do it anytime soon.
Never say never, right? That's the saying. I think everybody's allowed at least once come out of retirement.
For sure.
I'm not saying that I'll do it anytime soon. I'm just saying that...
Never say never. Let that sink in for a second. The phenomenal one isn't closing the door completely. He's leaving it open, even if it's just a crack. And honestly, that's exactly what putting those gloves back on meant. The possibility, the hope, the chance. But here's where it gets even more interesting. AJ didn't just talk about a potential return for himself. He dropped a bombshell about his family that could change everything. He revealed that his second oldest son is currently training with him right now to become a professional wrestler. And get this, he wouldn't be surprised if his daughter or his oldest son also pursued wrestling careers. And then AJ said something that made every wrestling fan's heart skip a beat. What if my son wrestles? The opportunity to tag with him once. You never know. There'll be a time when the gloves never go back on, and it may be now. But we'll see.
I mean, what if my son wrestles?
Yeah.
What the opportunity to tag with him once?
Right.
And you never know. So there'll be a time where the gloves will never go back on, and it may be now, but we'll see.
Can you imagine AJ Styles coming out of retirement to team with his son? That's not just a return. That's a legacy moment. That's a WrestleMania moment waiting to happen. AJ went on to explain something really important about why he's now okay with his kids pursuing wrestling, saying, I never thought I would want my kids to wrestle, but it's way different than it's ever been, and a lot better than it's ever been when it comes to professional wrestling. It's done right at this point, so I'd be happy if they wrestled.
You never know. I never thought I would want my kids to wrestle.
Right?
But it's way different than it's ever been, and a lot better than it's ever been when it comes to professional wrestling. Like it's done right at this point. So
this is huge. A Jay who grew up in the indie scene, who worked his way through TNA, Japan, and finally WWE. He's seen it all, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And now, in 2026, he feels comfortable enough with the state of professional wrestling to support his children following in his footsteps. That speaks volumes about how much the industry has changed. Better health protocols, better schedules, better treatment of talent. AJ sees it, and he approves.
A shot from a wrong side of the ropes. He needs to get that carcass of the big Austrian back
into the ring. Trying to do what he can.
It's completely locked in. You feel the pressure.
Bring a chop.
So Pacey guy like by this absolute monster.
But it also means that door for his return, it's not just theoretical anymore, it's real. So let's break down what we know versus what we can speculate. What we know, AJ Styles' WWE career is over as of Royal Rumble 2026. He deliberately chose to put his gloves back on instead of leaving them in the ring. His son is actively training to become a wrestler. AJ is not ruling out one more return. He specifically mentioned the possibility of tagging with his son.
Gunther has him able to control. Gunther's got to have that in his off the top. AJ, it's Styles. Gunther's fighting. This would be for the ring general.
Gunther. But the question is for the
retired AJ Styles only Reigns fighting. That body
has ring awareness like no other.
Back into the ring now. And once again looks for
conscious. Put him to sleep. And then
now Roman Reigns again roped up now of Gunther.
Out ends it, but Gunther going back for more.
Gunther again and back into the
Never figured out at this point.
You just got to lift up that dead weight and toss it over the
top breath. And that is what of AJ Styles who are about to
fight back. Main event
big.
And a spin. Gunther eliminated. Here is your winner for the OT.
Roman Reigns isn't just a superstar, he is the tribal chief, the head of the table, the man who has defined an era of dominance in WWE. When he steps into the Royal Rumble, the arena changes, the fans hold their breath. Every competitor knows one thing: Roman Reigns doesn't just compete, he conquers. This is the 2015 Royal Rumble winner. This is the man with 12 eliminations in a single Rumble, an all-time record. This is the longest reigning Universal Champion in WWE history at 1,316 days. Every step he takes, every breath he draws, every glance in the ring is a warning. Survival is not promised. The Royal Rumble 2026 stands as one of the most defining moments of Roman Reigns' legendary career. Entering the Men's Royal Rumble match, Roman Reigns carried the aura of a man who had already conquered the industry. He was not chasing validation, he was enforcing reality. Every superstar who entered the ring knew that eliminating Roman Reigns would be the ultimate achievement, yet doing so felt nearly impossible. As the match progressed, chaos ruled the ring. Bodies collided, alliances formed and broke, and desperation filled every movement. Through it all, Roman Reigns remained composed. His offense was precise, his strength overwhelming, and his awareness unmatched. One by one, competitors were eliminated, falling victim to his power and experience. When the match reached its final moments, Roman Reigns stood among the last survivors, staring down his final opponent. The crowd watched in anticipation as destiny unfolded. With a decisive burst of strength and authority, Roman Reigns delivered the final elimination and stood alone in the ring. Fireworks erupted as Roman Reigns was officially declared the Men's Royal Rumble 2026 winner. This victory marked his second Royal Rumble win, securing his place in yet another WrestleMania main event. More importantly, it reaffirmed his status as the most dominant force of his generation. The tribal chief had reclaimed his destiny, proving that no matter how long the journey, greatness always finds its moment. To fully understand the significance of the 2026 victory, one must look back to Royal Rumble 2015, the year Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble for the very first time. In 2015, Roman Reigns was still in the process of carving his identity as a singles competitor. He possessed raw power, unmatched athleticism, and undeniable potential. But the question remained, could he carry the company? The Royal Rumble match of 2015 was grueling and unpredictable. Superstars entered with hunger and aggression, knowing that WrestleMania awaited the winner. Roman Reigns fought through punishment, survived relentless attacks, and showcased resilience beyond expectation.
KO'd by Big Show. Big Show, the elimination of Dean Ambrose by Big Show and Kane.
As the match narrowed down, the final confrontation came between Roman Reigns and Rusev. It was a clash of dominance and physicality. The two titans battled with intensity, neither willing to surrender. In a defining moment, Roman Reigns summoned every ounce of strength he had, lifted Rusev, and eliminated him from the match. Roman Reigns stood tall as the Royal Rumble 2015 winner. While the victory was met with mixed reactions from the WWE Universe, history has proven that moment to be the birth of a main event cornerstone. That night marked the beginning of Roman Reigns' journey from promising talent to inevitable icon. Before the glory of 2015, there was Royal Rumble 2014, a night that showcased Roman Reigns' explosive potential. Entering the match, Roman Reigns delivered one of the most dominant performances in Royal Rumble history. Elimination after elimination, he dismantled the competition with speed, power, and intensity rarely seen. Roman Reigns eliminated multiple superstars, breaking records and earning the attention of the entire WWE universe. The momentum was undeniable. As the match reached its climax, the final two competitors stood face to face, Roman Reigns and Batista. The crowd rallied behind Roman Reigns, sensing a breakthrough moment. However, Batista's experience proved decisive. In a critical exchange, Batista eliminated Roman Reigns, winning the Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns finished as the runner-up, falling just short of victory. Though he did not win, Royal Rumble 2014 served as a declaration. Roman Reigns had arrived, and the future of WWE would revolve around him. By Royal Rumble 2017, Roman Reigns was no longer a rising star, he was a dominant force. Entering the match with confidence and credibility, Roman once again bulldozed through the competition. His presence alone changed the pace of the match, forcing opponents to adjust their strategies. As the field narrowed, Roman Reigns once again found himself in the final moments of the Royal Rumble. This time, standing opposite him was one of WWE's most calculated competitors, Randy Orton. The contrast was clear: Roman's raw power versus Orton's strategic precision. In a tense and dramatic conclusion, Randy Orton capitalized on a brief opening, eliminating Roman Reigns from the match. Orton went on to win the Royal Rumble, while Roman Reigns finished as runner-up once again.
Reigns is gonna do it!
I am ejecting you both from this arena tonight, and if I so much as smell you near this building, I will suspend you both indefinitely!
I've never seen Adam Pearce that angry. He was pissed. Yeah, I agree.
Right back at you.
Bron Breakker reportedly sent a chilling warning to Raw general manager Adam Pearce, threatening him in kayfabe terms. After his recent suspension from WWE Raw, Breakker blamed Pearce for holding him back, and vowed that when he returns, he will be even more dangerous, cementing his status as a dominant force on the roster. Adding fuel to the fire, Paul Heyman has entered the conversation on Twitter, praising Breakker's aggression and hinting at potential guidance or alignment, much like he did with previous top-tier talents.
You can have some time to think about it, because you are suspended indefinitely!
Alright, let's rewind and set the stage for those who might have missed what went down on Raw. Bron Breakker, the Vision member, the badass, the former Intercontinental Champion, absolutely lost it on Monday Night Raw. During a tag team match featuring Dragon Lee and Penta against Austin Theory and Bronson Reed, Breakker couldn't contain his rage.
You okay? You're gonna win the Crown Jewel title. You're gonna...
He stormed to ringside and delivered not one but two devastating spears to Dragon Lee. The second spear? Absolutely brutal. It's already the most viewed Raw segment across multiple social media platforms this week.
Officer, we're talking about. You think I'm tired?
Oh my God.
Here's where everything changed. Adam Pearce, the Raw general manager, rushed out with WWE officials to restore order. Pearce grabbed Breakker by the shoulder, turned him around, and that's when Braun snapped. He put his hands on Pearce, shoving the GM into the turnbuckle, and all hell broke loose. Pearce had no choice. Backstage, with officials surrounding them, he suspended Bron Breakker indefinitely. But this is where the story gets interesting, because Paul Heyman immediately had something to say about it. Enter the wise man, Paul Heyman. Heyman wasted absolutely no time defending his client. He confronted Adam Pearce backstage and made one critical point. Pearce put his hands on Bron Breakker first, and technically, if you watch the replay, he's not wrong. Pearce grabbed Breakker's shoulder before the shove happened.
That was on 20 men. Let's just use it on one man.